Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm going to start out this video by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakahakodash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone that rule well, teach well, while learning truth 100% according to the Bible. I also want to say shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, prophet, servants scattered abroad the four corners of the earth, and shalom to you, Akwaf, which are you few sisters that are sincere, your children, shalom. And in today's video, as you can see, it's going to be building off of this article that I got right here. And I got a video that I'm going to play, but we're going to read into this article. And as you can see from the title, it says, Kissing Bug Disease Spreading in the U.S., CDC report says, right? So ultimately, we know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to bring plagues upon the world, man. You see pestilences, you see those are part of the plagues, you see sicknesses, infections, viruses, all type of different things, man. And the Lord is going to bring more of them in these times that we are in, man, seeing as though that we are at the end, you see, and the Lord, said that these things will happen, right? And I'm going to actually go to a precept real quick that I got. This is St. Matthew chapter 24, and I'm going to get straight to the point. This is verse 7. It says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, man. You see, so ultimately, like I said, these things are going to get worse. You see, you're going to have more different viruses and diseases and things like that actually coming upon the scene, because ultimately the Lord is the one that's bringing these things about. You see, it's no coincidence that all of these things are happening in this time, you see. And I'm actually look up that word pestilence, right, on the AI overview on Google, you see, and it says a fatal epidemic, a disease, right? And when you go down into it on the similar words, it says a plague, you see, or a contagion or an infection, a sickness, right? Things of that nature, man, you see. And that's what all of these things that we see arising, whether it be the measles, you see, because in the last couple of months, I'm pretty sure a lot of you brothers and sisters know that a lot of different, sicknesses have just been arising out of the woodworks, man. You see, whether they're created or not, it doesn't really matter. It's all the will of the Lord. Because even if Esau is in his lab creating a lot of these different contagions, we know that the Lord is putting a spirit on his devil to do the things he's doing. So it's all the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You see, but these plagues that we see ultimately happening, the Lord are going to use these things to bring judgment. You see, he is going to delete a lot of people with these sicknesses, man, with these pestilences, you see, and things is only going to get worse. So I'm going to read into this article, right? And we're going to actually just read into it, and then I'll grab the video. But as you can see, we're going to read it. It said, Health Day News, the Chagas disease, a potentially serious illness spread by an insect called the kissing bug, may be establishing itself in the United States, according to a new U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, right, report. And as you can see, it says the disease is common in 21 countries in the Americas, but growing evidence suggests it may also be becoming endemic in the U.S., right? And we're going to look at that word endemic, right, just for edification, so we can see what it is they're talking about, right? So bear with me while I pull that word up real quick on the AI overview. And it goes into endemic means a disease that is always present in a population with a geographic area, typically year round, right? So I'm going to go down. It says native and restricted to a certain place, right? So basically, it's just basically like a disease that's, yearly around, you see. So, I mean, basically in their minds, they're basically saying that this bug, doesn't supposed to be in America, you see, but it's here, you see. Basically, that's what they're saying, right? It's not, prone to coming into the Americas over here in the U.S., I should say, but it's over here now. Because like I said, everything that is being done by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And the Lord is the one that's, bringing these things over here to this place, man. You see, the one that's plaguing this place with all of these different things, right? So we're going to get back into it. And as you can see, it says autochthonous, right, or locally acquired human cases have been reported in 8 states, right? So this thing is spreading, most notably in Texas, labeling the United States as a non-Chagas disease endemic, right? Perpetuates low awareness and under-reporting, the authors wrote in the CDC's journal. It says the triamine insect, often called the kissing bug, has now been reported in 32 states, you see. according to the CBS News. And it says most reported U.S. cases are in Texas, but others have been documented in California, Arizona, Tennessee, Louisiana, Missouri, Mississippi, and Arkansas, right? While researchers aren't sure if the kissing bugs are spreading more widely, the insects are being spotted more often. Experts say this is owing to more human encounters and better research, right? Chagas disease is called by the Trypanosoma, right? Trypanosoma cruzi parasite, which lives in kissing bugs and can infect both humans and animals, you see? So this can affect humans and animals, right? And it says the bugs get their nickname because they often bite people on the face while they sleep. After biting, they leave droppings containing the parasite, right? According to the UCLA Health, people might scratch or rub bug feces into a bite wound, their eyes or mouth without realizing it, which allows the parasite to enter in their body, the CDC says, right? An estimated 8 million people worldwide and 280,000 in the U.S. have Chagas disease, often without knowing it. The illness doesn't spread through casual contact and is not passed person to person like a common cold, right? It says Chagas disease has 2 stages, right? It says acute phase. Shortly after infection, people may develop fever, eyelid swelling, Raman's sign, fatigue, body aches, rashes, diarrhea, vomiting, and loss of appetite, right? The chronic phase. It says if untreated, the parasite can damage the heart, its esophagus, or colon years after infection, sometimes causing serious health issues, right? And you brothers and sisters basically got a gist of what it says. So I'm going to get into this video real quick that we're going to show from this woman because she's actually going more in detail about it, you see. But yeah, this is all plagues from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. You see, the Lord is the one that's bringing these diseases and all of these different type of new plagues that are arising out of nowhere. The Lord is bringing these things, man, because ultimately he said he would, you see. And I'm going to go to a precept on that, right? This is 2nd Esdras chapter 15, and I'm going to read verse 12. It said, Egypt shall mourn, right? Egypt, talking about modern Egypt, which is Babylon the Great, America, spiritually Sodom and Egypt, right? And the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague, right? And punishment that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua shall bring upon it, man. And these are the punishments that the Lord is bringing upon this place, America. And like I said, things are only going to get worse. You see, you're going to have worse diseases and, viruses coming out of the woodworks in the very near future, man. You see, things are just going to continue to escalate, right? But I'm going to get into this video, fair use. I'm not getting paid for this video. This is only for educational purposes, only fair use.
Now, this is an insect that likes to bite you in the face, leave poop behind, and in that poop is a parasite that can spread through your whole body. And if it's not treated early, it can lead to heart failure and damage your other organs. Hi, I'm Alice Benjamin, family nurse practitioner and NBC medical contributor, here to talk to you about Chagas disease, an illness many people haven't heard of, but one that's showing up more often here in the U.S. Chagas is caused by a parasite called the Trypanosoma cruzi, carried by the kissing bug, also called the triatomine bug. Now, when it bites, it poops, and that's how the parasites get into the body and spread through the bloodstream. The danger is beyond the bite site. The parasite travels through our blood, settles into the heart, causing rhythm problems, heart failure, and even damage to our digestive system over time. Now, early symptoms can be vague. It can look like the flu, fever, fatigue, and body aches, but one of the more distinctive signs is swelling around the eye called the Ramona sign if the parasite gets in near the eye. The problem is these early symptoms can usually fade, so people think that they're fine, but the parasite often hides and it tucks itself away in the heart and the other organs and causes silent damage over the years. Now, this is why people don't realize that they've been infected until serious health problems develop. Now, in the U.S., the risk of getting Chagas disease is low, but it is real. We've had locally acquired cases, meaning people were infected here in at least 8 states, including California and Texas. The spread is usually from bug to human, but it can also pass from mother to baby. And while it used to be a concern with blood transfusion, all donated blood here is now screened, so that risk is extremely low. Now, if someone's diagnosed, how are they treated? Well, there are anti-parasitic medications that work best in the early stage of infection before the parasite.
Right. So we hear what it is basically that she's saying, And like she said, it can affect you, man. You see, it can do damage later on. It doesn't have to, automatically do the damage right then and there. It'll get you later on, man. You see, and, these are the things that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is bringing, man. Like I said, these are all part of the plagues, you see. And this is just, a smaller plague for a bigger one that's soon to come, man. Because we know, that it's going to be a lot of pestilences that the Lord is going to be unleashing in these times, man, in these latter days, you see. So I'm going to actually go down. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 49. All right, and it says, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilences, right? To waste thy houses with destruction and death, man. So you see, how about Shem Yahushua is going to bring more diseases, more, plagues and different type of, sicknesses to this place, America, and worldwide, man, ultimately to bring death and judgment. You see? So, hey, we are in those times. But with that being said, Lord's willing, I pray this video be edifying, not nothing long, just something quick through the spirit. To the next time, I'm going to say shalom to the elect. Shalom.